Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Harrison Buster is set to kick off.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Caleb going to throw right away. He's going to, and right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong. And this is going to wind up a safety. And here's why I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Throwing to start the drive. Porter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Porter. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across. Up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw, Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking to throw is Williams. It's an out route, and it's complete to Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To the air, Williams. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play,
and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. Williams going to throw for it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Porter. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. McLean.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Porter escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a give, right side. McLean. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw, it's Williams. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Second and 9 now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal down.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bungle. But they allow the conversion.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Williams. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw. Williams. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 4. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Porter.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him run down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there. Big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And some room to roam now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Operating from the gun, Porter. That one let go deep for Laporta. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Williams now throwing to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Porter. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, McLean.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, Porter. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Porter.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
To the air once more, Williams.
Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But that's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Williams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Ravens have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Gillislee. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Porter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 41. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Porter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. McClain. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Porter. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Taken down at the 30.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Able to find Mims.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.